Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. For a while I've been wanting to do a video about couples and borderline personality disorder, and I've finally sort of come up with some answers. It's really confusing, it's really difficult. I think I've stayed the same. I feel like David's gotten worse now that he's gotten a diagnosis. So now him and I go back and forth and argue, and we don't seem to be able to come up with solutions. We talk to our therapists, and this isn't the first time that we've talked to therapists about bipolar couples and um, mental illnesses and how couples cope with it. And I found that him and I fight, and lately it's been getting pretty bad. Needless to say, I have talked to him about leaving, that I've thought about moving back to where we used to live because I can't. I'm 53 years old and I can't take this arguing anymore and the fighting. And I'm not talking about physical fighting, I'm talking about verbal fighting. It's I'm not blaming him for everything, but yet I sort of am, because he likes to put the blame on me. Everything's my fault. I started everything. And I told him that his problem is he has no self control, where we will have an argument and he yells and yells and yells. I shut down because I know that the yelling and the screaming back and forth isn't going to do any good. So I need to talk to my therapist about it, and he needs to. Well, now he's getting a new therapist because his other ones just left, or he didn't like them, or he just had issues with them. So now he's getting a new therapist up where I'm at, and he needs to learn how to stop playing the blame game. We're supposed to be in this together, and not everything is my fault. I didn't start everything. It's sometimes a culmination of I said something, he didn't like it, so he'll start screaming at me, and he just screams and screams and yells. And honestly, I don't think he knows he's doing it, so I just shut my mouth, and I can't take it. This is not helping my mental well-being. So if you're in a situation such as that, where you're a couple, you both have mental illnesses, borderline personality is the worst, um, and we just can't get any answers. We've asked, and they just say they don't know. So that just makes it so we have to try to figure it out on our own, which we're not. And I can't handle this anymore. Um, Summer is supposed to be the time that you get your vitamin D naturally from the sun, and you're supposed to be happy and you're supposed to be in a better mood. Whereas in winter, I have depression, and then I have seasonal depression, and right now I'm feeling a lot of depression because I can't get him to stop. It's just every day we just can't seem to be together, and we've been together almost 9 years. So it's not like this is something new, although his diagnosis of borderline is new, so he doesn't really know how to handle it, and I can't handle it. Yeah, he's probably going to see this video, and he's probably going to go off, and there's nothing I can do about that. I try to talk to him. I try to explain things to him. It's a matter of self-control. You have to learn how to control your temper and your anger, because he first was diagnosed with rage, and with rage usually comes um, physical abuse, and he wasn't doing that. It's all verbal, and then we get started, and everything's me, and we fight a little bit, and then I stop. I just shut down because it's not doing anybody any good. Um, I listen to him, and he's very cruel. He's very mean, and then he finally stops, and then he tries to be nice, and sorry doesn't work with me, because I've heard sorry so many times that sorry just doesn't cut it. Or he pretends like nothing happened, or he pretends like everything's fine when I'm left holding the bag and really upset and sad and depressed, and this is not working. I can't handle it anymore. I shouldn't feel this way. I should feel happy. I should feel, satisfied with life. I have my own problems, and we're supposed to deal with them together, and we're not. So I'm gonna wait until he talks to his therapist, maybe more than once. Um, I'll talk to mine, see what he says. We've tried to talk to therapists and psychiatrists before, and all we get is, I don't know. And it's like, well, that's not very helpful. So, like I said, I just lay low. Um, what else am I supposed to do? Yes, initially I give it back to him. I yell back, and that's unsuccessful. So we either need to get, I don't know if we can get therapy together, or I'm not sure how we can do it. I know we can talk separately to our own therapists, but this can't go on, and it's not going to. I've been single and homeless before. Um, I can do that. I can find my own place. I can live on my own. And I'm not just saying that as a threat. I've done it. And I'm not afraid to do it. So we need to get some resolution, and we need to get it fast. My advice to you is probably the same advice that we get from the therapist. I don't know. Um, we're supposed to have communication. We're supposed to talk about things. I'm finding myself buttoning it up and not saying anything, although we always said we're supposed to. But I can't, because it just gets him more wound up. So I can't. I just find myself unable to have a decent conversation with him. He blows up. He blames me when it's not me. And so, if you're in a situation like that, there is help out there, but I can't tell you where. Because if I knew, I'd be there. So, this is 4th of July. Yeah, there's nothing, I mean, 4th of July used to be my favorite holiday. It was so exciting. The fireworks, I just loved them. And, we'd fly out and all that. And for the past few weeks, maybe months, I don't even know, I don't want to do anything. I used to cook with my pressure cookers. I used to do things, I used to write my books, and now I don't feel like doing anything, and that's not like me. So I need to get a resolution soon, real soon. Um, this has to be on the front burner because I'm not doing this much longer. I don't deserve this. Um, it sounds like I'm blaming him for everything, and I'm not. I do start conversations, but I do it in this tone of voice. I don't raise my voice. I don't yell. I try to keep him and his, I don't know what word to use, but his attitude and his moods, I try to keep them low key, and it's just not working. So I need to talk to my therapist. I wish I could talk to his, but he hasn't even talked to his therapist yet. So that's going to drag things out, and I don't want to drag things out. It's not a matter of want, it's a matter of can't. Um, I can't do this anymore. It's really taking a toll on me. So if you're in this situation, get professional help because borderline personality has no cure. Has They just talk about talk therapy. Um, Now I get on here and the dogs start wandering around. Figures, but and that sassy girl, she goes upstairs. So you have a happy 4th, and I hope you're well. You can always contact me in the comments. I have more content about other things on my channel that you can go ahead and look at that might help you in your situation or a situation that you are in. I hope so. But this is just bothering me so much that I had to talk about it a little bit and see if anybody else is in this situation. Maybe you can talk to me and tell me what you do to solve the situation, to make the situation better. Because I'm not better, and it's not getting better, and it's not going to get better unless we get help. So, I'd appreciate it if you left me comments about it, or on my main page, my I just all of a sudden lost it. My email address is on there, so you can always email me private. So have a happy 4th and be safe, and you take care. Thank you. And that's all.